In this video I'm going to show you how I installed my Cobra 18WXST2 weather radio CB radio. Mounted it, I have a Ford Ranger here, I mounted it right up underneath the climate control knobs. You can see I screwed it straight into the plastic there. It's a pretty hard plastic. The screws that came with the mounting kit worked just fine for me. I had it originally wired into an adapter here in my 12 volt accessory adapter, but I had a lot of electrical interference with that and it was just a little bit too ghetto for me, so I ended up hardwiring it into the system of the truck. I took, get down under the bottom here, out the back you can see the power cables here. It came with a red, orange, and black cable. It has a double power unit. I just took the wires, ran it down behind underneath my cup holders, up underneath the bottom of the dash here. It comes straight across up under to this side where I've got my parking brake release, and I ran it up the inside of this weather stripping into the fuse box. Now the orange power cable here is the constant power. This radio has a memory in it. You can program it to memorize a couple of channels, and this orange power here goes into the 12 volt constant power fuse right here. In my truck it's fuse 22, and that just allows that when the truck is shut off, when the key is out of the switch, the memory of the CB radio doesn't get erased. The red wire here, which is just the normal power, I have plugged into an empty accessory fuse here. In my truck it's number 17, and that way the CB only works if I have the switch turned on, and when I turn the switch off it doesn't keep the CB radio running all night long to drain my battery down. And then the black ground, you can see I peeled this weather stripping out of the way here, and I just hooked into a firewall bolt on the front of the firewall here. I just loosened that up a little bit, took the black wire, put it in, tightened it back up, and then when I sit down in here and I turn my power on, radio works just fine. Right now I've got it in weather mode, but it's got a switch. You can go back and forth between any of the regular CB channels, but that's how I hooked up my CB radio. You can do it differently. This is just what seemed easiest to me.